Bubblehead nurses, the most recognizable monsters in the series. Female figures in bloody gowns and faces hidden behind swollen masks. They move jerkily, often swaying, as if in a trance. The nurses appear in Silent Hill 2 as a reflection of James's repressed sexual desire and guilt towards his ailing wife. They symbolize both temptation and disgust, physical desire distorted by illness and death. The nurses are aggressive but have poor eyesight. They react to sound. If James steps on glass or reloads his weapon, they rush toward him. Armed with metal pipes or scalpels, they attack suddenly and often in groups. They usually patrol narrow corridors, blocking the way. Pyramid Head, a tall figure in a leather apron with a massive metal pyramid-shaped helmet. He drags a huge sword, the Great Knife, behind him. Pyramid Head is James's personal punishment. He symbolizes his guilt over his wife's death and his hidden desire for self-punishment. He's not just an enemy. He's the embodiment of punishment, following him to the very end. Pyramid Head moves slowly but delivers powerful blows. One blow from the Great Knife can kill the hero. He doesn't run, he punishes. In some scenes, he rapes other monsters, a symbol of how James's cruelty destroys everything around him. In other parts of the series, he appears as a symbol of the punishing spirit of Silent Hill. But only in Silent Hill 2 does he have a personal meaning. Mannequin, headless creatures composed of parts of female mannequins. Two pairs of legs replace the arms and torso, creating a twisted, unnatural appearance. They represent James's repressed sexual desire. A female form without a face or soul is an image of a body without a personality, an object of desire. Mannequins appear where the hero faces an internal conflict between guilt and desire. The mannequins remain motionless until the player approaches. Then they suddenly wake up and attack with blows from their lower body. They move in jerks, sometimes knocking the player off their feet. Light breathing or whispers can be heard when they are nearby. The mannequins do not scream, which makes their appearance even more frightening. Lying figure, a human body completely covered in tight skin, as if in a sack. A tube erupts from the chest, from which the creature shoots acid. This monster is a reflection of pain, guilt, and repressed aggression. A closed mouth symbolizes the inability to speak out, and a toxic exhalation symbolizes pent-up internal hatred. This is pain that can no longer be contained within. Lying figures attack with acid from a distance and push or knock down players when close. They move with a dragging motion, as if constantly suffocating. They can pretend to be motionless, then suddenly shoot acid. Gray children, short, humanoid figures with childlike bodies and distorted faces. They hold knives or guns. They symbolize Alessa's fear of children in school. In Silent Hill 1, it is at school that many of them appear. These creatures are shadows from the past, bullying and pain, brought to life in a nightmare. They are fast, attack in groups, screeching and slashing the player with knives. They can disappear into the mist and suddenly appear behind them. They emit childish laughter or a hoarse squeal. The nurses and doctors, the first versions of nurses and doctors, appearing in Alchemilla Hospital. They have distorted faces and movements reminiscent of zombies. Unlike the version from the second part, these monsters reflect Alessa's fear of adults, especially the power of medicine and violence. Those who were supposed to help her have become, in her perception, soulless tormentors. Doctors are armed with scalpels and tasers. Nurses can stun the player. They react to the light of a flashlight and the sound of footsteps. They move erratically, sometimes coming to life right underfoot. Absctract Daddt, a creepy creature in the form of two fused human bodies, enclosed in a transparent case. It resembles a bed or a prison cell. It is the embodiment of the trauma of Angela, the girl James meets. The monster symbolizes sexual violence and helplessness. It is not just an enemy, it is a materialized memory. Flesh lips, upside-down creatures, resembling the bodies of women, encased in transparent sacks. They have lips and distorted faces. Flesh lips is another projection of James's suffering. They symbolize his guilt towards his dying wife, her pain, and helplessness. Their suspended position and limited movement are a metaphor for the torment in the hospital ward. They descend from above, trying to grab the player. They can choke the hero by pulling them into themselves. Before attacking, they emit a prolonged feminine moan. They are very dangerous in confined spaces.